What's up? Like we out here, y'all. Look at us. Back at it again with another video. I know it's been like a week, almost two. Don't add me, y'all. I be doing stuff. I be out here, I be out here legit doing stuff. And like I love this, I love the stream and stuff like that. But your boy got get paid. And this streaming thing is like, oh, this is my jam. This game actually has been really fun. I don't know if anybody's Tales fans out there, but yeah. We could start switching this little stream thing up. Whenever we play like a lot of games, we just play a lot of different stuff. But I'm gonna start making this like a real JRPG like streamline type stream, whatever. Just like old stuff and new stuff that I want to play or I haven't finished. I think that'll be lit. Like for instance, I beat Persona 5 before, but I never beat Persona 5 Roll. I've got a playthrough going through right now. Might start streaming that. Play Tales of Vesperia, the definitive edition. That'll be dope. What else, bro? Just anything like JRPG-ish, Let's get our anime feels going on. This one's really good though. I think because everybody, the cast is likable, and you care about their struggles. I just got that suit right there. It looked cool. It actually looks pretty clean. I don't know if I'm like on the last board, but I'm definitely getting close to the end. It's sad because like I'm getting close to the end, but I really just want to keep going more and more. Cause you can actually get all the way to like level 100 on this game, but I think the story ends really after roughly like level 60. Like if you just kind of going congruently with the sword, like either level 60, level 50, or something like that. And the rest of the thing is just grinding, man. Like for in-game type stuff. In-game stuff is cool, but I don't really care for in-game stuff when it comes like to story games.
Something feels odd here.
Give me some.
On your guard.
Guess it is. Oh, the red woman.
Sounds like this Naori chick had quite the big heart.
Her position demanded nothing less. From the sound of things, she didn't focus on differences, least of all those between Renans and Danans.
Yeah. It was Naori who first showed me that such a thing was even possible. And then she saved my life by sending me back home to Dana.
Not only that, but she willingly stayed behind on Lenegis for the sake of her people. It sounds like she was quite the hero, all right. A truly caring person.
It's as if walls meant nothing to her. The ones separating the Renans from the Danans, or herself from others. She had no need for them.
Which basically meant that she never had anything to break down in the first place, huh? Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
You inherited that legacy. Her wish for the world.
Don't I know it?
She's kind of like a lodestar guiding our way. Showing us what we can aspire to.
Yeah, they always sound sweet. But those where the Ren is almost said 300 years ago. Now it gives off of the trace of power. Okay. I need to go. Let's go on this side. Sure, one minute. Yeah, that's it. I just got that sword. I haven't even used it in battle yet. It looks pretty cool though. Man, don't tell them where this is gonna send us. Yeah. Oh, maybe we get to face the real woman.
That's quite some door, all right. This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
We'll find the Renis Alma and the Red Woman inside, right?
After everything we've been through to get here, they damn well better be.
Damn,
We'll
it's about to
probably
find a
be
battle
needing
right
you
here.
to open this one for us, Sovereign.
Go for it, Alphen.
That's pretty cool. I can
This
open
is it,
doors.
Time to see what
Look at
secrets are in
ultimate
store.
power. Power to open doors. Yeah. Rather have some kind of battle because they got a little healing spot right there. See that? Go get power up real quick. Man, we probably really about to end this. Probably
We're
30
a
minutes
long way
less.
from the residential quarters now. It looks completely different.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, this place, it reminds me more of being back inside the wedge.
Except the Danon astral energy feels even stronger here.
In a portion of the city reserved purely for the Renin Sovereign.
Maybe he just has strange tastes?
This place looks like it has been here for quite some time now. If its design were a matter of personal preference, we would be talking from centuries ago. Or perhaps even further back. Still, this isn't the sort of decadence of taste spoken of in artistic circles. So what is it then?
Hold up, decadence? Artistic circles?
When a preference is indulged to its extreme, it descends into kitsch, eccentricity for the sake of it. I'd be happy to illuminate you further.
That depends. Does it involve you buying me lunch?
The void that art fills isn't the stomach, it's the soul.
In that case, I'll let you know the next time my soul starts to rumble.
Now all we need is something to fill up the void inside your head.
Shut up!
I don't know why she ever playing like she don't like that nigga. Let me say right here. Right there in the picture, the hairstyle looks pretty cool on him. Let's see, right? Because this is what I got with him right now, right? Looking spiffy. Now, I could switch it to the Black Swordsman hair, which is kind of cool. I like that, but I don't know if I necessarily like it a lot with this. Oh, I can switch it to this. This is his normal haircut. It's not bad either. How you look at that? Yeah, we'll rock it. We'll rock it for a little bit.
Volron! He really was still alive.
The Valorant still got that hole in his chest.
And there's the Renis Alma. Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
Wait though, something doesn't seem right here.
Place. All once more, the powers must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Renna, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself.
Why though?
Used to a mere cog in a machine.
Hey look, over there.
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
It looks like it's still running, but are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy.
No, I gotta crush him.
That said, we should retrieve the Renis Alma. Because right now, we need that most of all.
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alphen, look!
The Red Woman! So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
all have the same face? How is that even possible?
Is this a physical representation of the thorns? Oh, what the hell?
What is this?
Who the hell are they?
It can't be. Are they even people?
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
Is this what they doing with each one of the crown contest winners? Oh, they level 48. I am not level 48.
It's no use, Elton. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting ducks here.
Sorry.
Let's stop them before this gets out of hand.
A chain between heaven and earth.
Dragon Form!
A win!
Come on, y'all, focus up.
Here I come! Mega Form!
Oh shit, gotta get out of here.
Double Demon Fang!
Let me up, baby. Okay. Really? Come on, Shin, bring me back. Boy, they're getting smashed on. Laugh. Dolahim. Oh, they brought me back.
That'll bring you down. I'll bring you back from death to bit. I'll bring you back from death to bit.
Remember I was out already. We need we gotta do some editing. I need Dolahim in this thing too. Kishara, I need you to switch out with Dolahim. Cause Dolahim can also heal. Oh, they're all one thing, so we're never gonna be able to take.
You picked the wrong fight!
Glacial spear. Raging storm.
Take this! I'm not done!
Healing circle. Poodle.
I couldn't make it in time.
Here I come.
Can you take it?
Shit, we gotta bring Runimel back. We need
Radiant light.
Oh shit.
Don't get carried away. My turn. Shine. Radiant light. Regeneration.
Dragon
Regenerate.
Form!
Radiant light.
Lock them up, Bridget.
I'm back into the field. You want to handle? Stand to the
Man, get out of here.
wind. I ain't saving this one.
Hit me up, hit me up. Thank you, my friend. Welcome.
I'll be saving this one. A chain between
In a
heaven and
bind.
earth. Here's a healing art. Of lightning. First aid.
Thank you.
Resonate with the earth.
Megasonic Thrust!
Rending you apart. I can carve through armor. Bloody howling.
Try harder!
Ooh, they almost got me on that one.
I'm not done!
I'll face you. Take this. Can't get out of this.
Dragon Form!
Shine. Radiant light. Full regeneration.
Can't end here!
I actually rolled into that. That was whack. Do I got a regular elixir? Hell no. Use this regular.
This is my fault.
They stop using these things and let them heal me.
Megasonic Thrust! Dragon Form!
Stalagmite.
Megasonic Thrust!
Bloody howling.
Wind!
Negative gate.
Dragon Spear!
Bloody howling.
Vacuum Blade!
Will this help?
Eternal Devastation! It's on! Vacuum Blade!
I can carve through armor.
I'll be saving this one.
Severing Wind!
You're doing all right though. With the outfit.
Burn in Hell! Megasonic Thrust!
I never miss.
Dragon Swarm!
Back on his bitch ass.
Out of this.
Severing Wind! Here I come!
On her.
Rising Target! Megasonic Thrust!
On their bitch ass. I had collected mine. Hive mine. Oh shit, get out of there. Ooh, you tried it.
Too much to handle?
You tried it. Fuck him up, Alpha.
Thunderblade! Illuminate the dark! Hear my call!
Try harder! Dragon Force!
A chain between heaven and earth. I'll heal you all!
Take this!
A wailing banshee of lightning!
Benediction.
Dragon Force!
Annihilate! Radiant storm! Dance in the wind! Flame of
Dragon
steel!
Force!
Will this help?
I know what's name is annoying, but I think we're starting to finally get the rhythm of it.
So much!
Severing Wing!
Sorry to trouble.
You do the same for me. Mega ray! Freeze lancer!
Vacuum Blade!
Searing flame! I'm all stuck. Raging cascade! Air pressure! That'll bring you down.
Megasonic Thrust!
Fuck him.
One's all mine! Sorry, but this fight ends here! Go faster! Now, Asuna!
Right!
Curious how it also jumped out of me. I think we got him, y'all. Strike.
Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Yeah, right.
Surrender! Fighting is useless now!
Do you think it's really over?
Run him through, Alpha.
Astral energy. Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve!
What?
It's self-destructed?
Alvin!
I'm okay. Just a little roughed up.
You had me worried there.
I don't want to heal him, Shion, you know? That nigga, at least a little sedative, I don't know.
Who said you could touch that?
Oh, you awoke? Bro, I already killed you
Damn
once.
it! He's awake!
I should have thought as much.
So you know this place?
Naturally. It
1v1
was
me.
built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart. Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me? You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
I forgot a guy with that big ass gun.
Is that
That's
what you
hilarious.
think? Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alf, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Then you mean Boron was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became a...
A slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right, Volron?
So he posed as a Renin and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
That's real shit.
Renan and Danon are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters. I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
A red woman?
Another one?
Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Don't do it!
Did she live?
Serenus Alva!
Oh hell.
Too late. You can't stay here.
We need to go. Alphen!
Bro, he pissed. She on jump. Yeah, I catch you. Fuck them thorns. Boy, that's a long jump too. She don't reach. Y'all need to grab what's name's coattail or something. Yeah, there you go, Alpha. Oh, is he causing himself to blow up, or? I thought that red lady was.
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
Okay.
Let's go.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am.
Are you two okay?
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Is Volron... Have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
I don't think so.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal?
Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers in Faria in a trance?
What? Those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renis Alma. Damn it, that's the second time now!
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back. The future's ours to protect. And right now, those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Did
Oh,
you
shit.
say Rena?
Yeah, bro, we going to Rena.
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Renaissalma in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
Shit, alright,
But
Alpha.
seriously, I was not expecting Volron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not one whit about Renans or Danans.
Yeah, and not in a good way like with us.
I didn't see that coming about Volron. As for those red women, to think they were monsters all along.
Tell me about it. One minute they look perfectly human. Next thing you know, they're not actually human at all.
They definitely weren't Renan or Danon. I'm not even sure language would get through to them.
So what were they then? Human Zoogle hybrids?
Is the most terrifying thing anyone said all day.
How about you, Shion? Dohalim? You ever seen anything like that before?
No, never. However, if they're the same as the Red Woman we've seen with Volron, I think it's safe for us to assume they understand our language at the very least.
I had just so much I wanted to ask them. About Rena and Shion's thorns.
Unfortunately, they blew themselves up before we got the chance.
That
Why would they
did,
do
my
such
friend.
a thing, though? To take us with them? Or in order to keep something hidden?
Both sound plausible to my ears. They took off with the Renis Alma too, remember?
Yeah, they did. And the next time we meet them, we're going to make sure they tell us everything they know.
Oh, I can't. I actually gotta run it. Okay. Boy, go run something. He gonna hunt us. He said, "Hey, whatever. You basically you slew me. Shit, it's up for you." So he gotta get his revenge. I mean, I understand, but it's gonna end like last time. I'm surprised they actually make me run through this area again. It's all good though.
Go no further! Not in your dreams!
I'm gonna hit what's ain't the wrong way. Gotcha.
Not today!
Hear my call!
Dragon Swarm!
Fuck him up.
Burning strike!
Ooh, shit. Tried it.
You're finished! You did it! Try harder! My turn! I'm not done! Too fast! Stand back!
He got me on that one.
Mission! Eternal devastation! I have no limits! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Megasonic thrust! Take this! Megasonic thrust! Dragon Swarm! Sorry, but this fight ends here! Gotta go faster!
So you gotta go faster. Nice.
This is the power of the blazing sword!
Yeah, talk your stuff, Alpha. I would say, don't ever get it twisted. It's the blazing sword style right here. We don't want to fight this thing, but let's go.
I'll do my best.
Megasonic thrust!
Here goes.
Eat dirt!
Raging
Dragon swarm!
Puddle!
Try this!
As if the normal creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough.
Lion power. Kissing roar.
Try harder!
This one's mine.
My turn! You're mine!
Switch color.
Burning annihilation! Dance in the wind!
Dragon swarm!
Air
Down.
Here,
Let me help. Light up the dark.
First aid!
Take this!
Illuminate the dark!
No escape!
Vacuum blast!
I'll take you all on.
Get him, Kisar. Y'all like the only person that uses special.
Well, this one's mine.
I need to switch out with Law.
Dragon swarm! Try this!
Field!
Switch to offense.
I'll be saving this
Pull myself together.
The waters of creation are ready to go!
This one keep their charging up!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Burn in hell!
I'll use freeze
You're mine!
Dance in the wind!
Try this!
Photon blast!
Explosive ring!
Perfect move!
No escape!
Waterfall!
Here I come!
Water, hear my call! Illuminate the dark! Here goes!
Vacuum blade!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Between heaven and earth! Freeze lancer!
Vacuum blade!
Lightning!
Will this lightning meteor?
Sorry, but this fight ends here!
Get him, Alpha.
Now, Asuna!
Right!
Here,
Shattering the pieces!
I never miss!
Dragon swarm!
Like the flames will roar!
I gotta help all that.
Megasonic thrust!
Water healing
Vacuum
rod!
blade! It's too much!
Here's a healing rod where that came from! First aid!
I'll take it.
Dragon swarm! Doubly!
Strike him down.
Impact block!
That's cool.
They really made us work for that one.
Didn't he though? I'm just trying to.
Hi, Doodle!
let me help.
Megasonic thrust! Huh? You picked the wrong fight!
Just all that.
Armor won't save you!
Dragon swarm!
These ones can run rings around us. Hear my call!
Here I come! Dragon swarm! Vacuum blade!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
No escape!
Water, lightning,
Lightning falcon! Severing wind! Here!
a wailing dancing lightning.
Here I come!
I'll be saving hurricane. Here's a healing art.
Severing wind!
First aid.
Blizzard blow.
Strike!
Lightning meteor.
Lightning falcon! Dragon swarm! Megasonic thrust! Here!
Where are you going? Now you've gone and ticked me off.
Dragon swarm!
Blizzard do it.
You're mine!
Mega ray.
Severing wind!
I'll take you all on.
See what I'm saying? Boom, again. She a fighter right there.
Flares of Malisa.
That was actually good. Oh, she. Alright, I see you,
Against-
Kisar. I'll still switch you out though. Strategy. No. It's not strategy? Oh, edit. She started off, I think I'm switching Windmill off of Dolaheen too.
My full power? You didn't stand a chance.
So I said she don't talk her mess. She had to put you in the ground, she don't talk her mess. Alright, we're gonna go up here.
What the? When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone?
Doe?
You two.
Faria, Avakir. Thank goodness you're safe.
Avakir filled me in about everything. About how I ambushed you all.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, you tried to kill
She doesn't
Dolan.
remember a thing. So she really was being controlled.
He told me about Tarnigan, too. Is it true?
What difference does it make? What's done is done.
Stop casting me off, just for once!
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dohalim, Lenegis is in grave peril.
So I can see.
It's the city's core reactor. It's damaged. Some of the basic systems we've managed to keep online, but complete restoration's still a way off.
You're an elite technician, though. You can fix it, right?
If so, then what's the problem?
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens. Until now, whenever something like this happened, the Sovereign would issue a decree. But this time, not so much as a peep. Any longer, and we run the risk of riots breaking out before we can get things back up and running.
Forget the Sovereign. I doubt you'll be hearing from him anytime soon.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I don't?
Suffice it to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we thought he was. That is, if he ever even existed, which is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd...
There's no time to explain now. It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenegis from spiraling out of control.
We need to stop that riot.
But how do we do that?
Riots feed on discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace, we just need to put people's minds at ease.
At ease? Like by letting them hear directly from someone they trust. That's it. Who's the highest-ranking person in Lenegis right now?
Dolan.
Lenegis wouldn't have a next in line. After all, you said the Sovereign rules over everyone directly, right?
Correct. The closest thing to an authority figure would be a lord. And the only one left is... Ah. Very well then. Avakir, you mentioned a few facilities were still online. Which ones?
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please, won't somebody explain what's going on?
Is it over? What's going to happen to all of us?
They freaking out, boy.
Heed me now, fellow Renans of Lenegis. It is I, Lord Dohalim Ilkaris of Elda Menancia.
Look, up there! It's Lord Dohalim!
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest! Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid. As people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest. The city's core reactor has experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal. I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenegis, not the Lords and Sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope. I would be honored to stand with you. Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among many.
You know, made Dolan a better person.
I hope that you'll lend me your strength. For if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
And the lights come back on. That's some shit.
Your speech seems to have done the trick. Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
what you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even existing, was it true?
It's still too premature to say with any certainty, but I believe so. This whole time, this world we've been fed was a lie. Built on nothing but falsehoods.
But it can't all have been...
I can believe it. After everything I saw in the Forbidden Zone, what they did to Faria, it's the only explanation that makes sense.
But what about hierarchy, Avakir? Authority? The very foundations of Renan society? How can we live without someone to guide us?
I'd say we found someone capable of doing just that, wouldn't you?
You? You can't be serious.
I have business I must take care of first. But once everything is over, I shall return. But not as your sovereign, nor as a leader the likes of which the people here are used to, I think.
But how else do you propose to rule?
I'm not sure yet. All I have is a feeling that here in Lenegis, a new dawn is on the verge of breaking. One in which people won't be judged by birthright, or on the power of their astral arts, but on other things. More important things.
Like that character?
Things like, oh, I don't know, musical talent, for example.
When I bumped into you after all those years, I said you were no different. But I was wrong. Truth is, you were always different. I feel like maybe now I can finally begin to accept Turnigan's death. To see a future.
You go finish whatever it is you've got to do. I'll hold down the fort here in Lenegis till you get back.
Thank you.
I guess you're not going to make it to Menancia for the foreseeable future, huh?
Indeed. Forgive me.
The people of Elda Menancia can look after themselves just fine. It's the ones here on Lenegis who need someone to guide them. Besides, with you leading the people here, it'll help spread the idea of coexistence beyond Menancia's borders that much faster.
Sounds like you're in it for the long haul.
How could I not be, after the second chance that I've been granted?
That's real.
From this day forth, I shall dedicate myself to the future inhabitants of this world. Though the memories of the departed shall remain forever in my heart.
Remember, you're going to be leading the people here, not ruling them.
True enough. Whatever would I do without you, Kisara?
With or without her, I suspect you're gonna have your hands full when the time comes. We should be heading back to the ship. Business on Rena awaits.
Okay. Oh, cool. Billy he got a new, Renan leader. Okay. I like it. I like it a lot.
Looks like the people of Lenegis can rest easy.
I couldn't have done it without your words of encouragement, Law.
Hey, you're the one who made the speech.
I think everybody can share the credit here.
In one sense, when all is said and done, perhaps I have been a slave this whole time too.
You, a Renan Lord? How do you figure that exactly?
I was complicit in the Renan system, bound by its values, resigned to being swept along, without the resolve to take a stand. And when I realized the severity of my mistake, all I longed for was punishment. A lord. And yet my first instinct was to place my fate in the hands of others.
I think I can relate. I couldn't stand watching my people bow and scrape their way through life, but I didn't know what else I could do about it either. The ability to think for yourself and be your own master. That's what separates a slave from a free person. At least, that's what Law's dad Zephyr used to say. Zephyr taught me how to fight. But in doing so, he also taught me how to live.
Even if it means stumbling along the way. If it's on a road of our own choosing, free of regret. Why, that's the road of freedom. Or, to put it another way, so long as his heart is compromised, even the loftiest of kings is no freer than a slave. I think I finally understand now. This Zephyr character sounds like he was a wise man indeed. I only wish I could have met him.
There's just so much I wish I could ask him, especially now. I wonder, have I been correctly carrying on the torch that he passed to me?
Yeah, sure you have. I mean, you done did more than Zephyr could have ever done.
You known?
Known what?
About the darkness I carry inside me. You seem to have been aware of it for quite some time now.
Why ask me now? What does it matter? But yes, I have. I've pretty much known that something was gnawing at you ever since we left Menancia.
So basically since the very start of our journey then. Just when I thought I couldn't feel more ashamed.
Leave the past where it belongs. We have no need for it now. You're forging ahead. That's what matters. If my brother could see you, he'd be proud.
Not as proud as he would be of his sister, I'm sure.
Well then, just as well it's not a competition, huh?
And they got a lot of little hustling going.
Kisara? Anyone at home in there?
Sorry. Did I look distracted?
Among other things. To be entirely honest, I couldn't tell whether you were smiling or frowning.
You were thinking about Dohalim, weren't you?
That obvious, huh? I was just thinking how good it is to see him moving forward at last. It was always so infuriating, knowing how capable he could be if he just put his mind to it. A prisoner trapped in a cage of his own self-doubt. But now, he's finally beginning to spread his wings. I'm happy for him.
So, then why do you look so sad?
Oh, I don't know if I'd say sad. There's a bittersweetness to it, I guess. It's good and strange, knowing that he won't be needing me anymore. It probably sounds weird, doesn't it? I have this massive worry off my mind. I should be jumping up and down for joy, right?
Must be that maternal instinct of yours at work.
Rinwell's right. You're like a mother bird, finally letting go as her child takes his first shaking and nervous flight from the nest.
A pretty big child.
That's one way to look at it. I wouldn't like to see Dohalim's face if he heard you say that. All this has made me realize I can't allow myself to become a prisoner of my own making like he was. If Dohalim can forge his own path ahead, then I can too. I won't be left behind.
That's real. I'm glad they all worked that out. It's nice.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
No, fuck that ranch, bro.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Oh. Alright, let's see. Oh, yeah. Look at this, fast travel. Hell nah, they want me to run all the way there. Thought they tried to show me another scene or something. What was that? Oh, they putting out fire. Water bending out there. I mean, doing a pretty poor job putting out that fire, but you know, it's still pretty cool. All right, let's go get our ship, and we say we're off the Rena. That's crazy.
I thought we'd find answers on Lenegis, but we just ended up finding more questions.
For real though.
You can say that again. And now we have more problems to fix too. Like figuring out how to reform Lenegis.
That can wait for now. We've got more than enough on our plates to deal with as it is. Like figuring out who's really running the show on Rena.
Yeah. Which is why we're going to the Renan homeworld.
All the answers we've been looking for are on that planet. The person responsible for all this. The Red Woman and the Renaissance. The answers have to be there.
They just
Are
have
we
to.
prepared to finally find them?
So, what do we do first when we get there?
We know nothing about the Renan homeworld or what we might face once we arrive. We should get a feel for how things are on the ground before we take any serious steps.
It's also entirely possible that the first thing we're going to face is an attack.
If we come across a capital, we should... What?
Oh, wasn't expecting this. They say stop in the name of love. Did we just get captured? It's not okay.
Damn! The hell just happened?
Our course has been altered. The coordinates are pointing to a different destination.
What's that?
The ship's controls aren't accepting my commands. The engine is being shut down.
That's bad, right?
Quite bad. We've lost control of the ship.
Is all of this the Red Women's doing?
Are they trying to finish us off before we can land?
Everyone, look there!
Is that Rena? Dang again. What is happening?
A flower blooming out of Rena?
But that flower looks like it's absorbing all of Dana's energy.
And it appears Lenegis is serving as a conduit for that energy to reach here. Could that have been its true purpose all along?
If that's true, do you think the people back on Lenegis are all right?
We can only pray that they are.
Damn it! Haven't they taken enough already? When is this going to end?
The Flower of Oblivion.
With everything that's happening, we need to get back to Lenegis. Is the ship still offline?
Unfortunately, yes. Even more so than when it lay dormant.
Can you fix it?
Starships are extremely complex machines. One wrong move while we're out here in space could very well cost us our lives.
So what? We're just stuck inside here, floating around? For how long?
That's real talk.
I don't believe this. We've made it all this way, and now we're stuck here? We're watching Dana die before our eyes, and we have no choice but to sit here and starve to death?
Law, calm down! You're not the only one who's worried here.
Right. Sorry.
It's still too early to give up. There has to be a way to get out of this.
Alphen.
Now what?
The starship, it's back online?
No, this is different. Something is pulling our ship in towards it.
What is that?
We managed to get moving, but where are we?
It looks like Lenegis in here.
Do you think we might run into more Renans here? Or those red women?
Pretty sure,
Perhaps.
maybe.
Someone brought us here. The question is, who?
We haven't been ambushed, so that probably means they aren't hostile. Still, why would anyone want to bring us here?
Hey, Shion!
If they wanted to attack us, they could have done so while we were back on the starship. We should see where this path takes us.
Shion, just in the nick of time. Here, lend me a hand while I...
No!
What the... Oh, right. The thorns. My bad.
No, I'm the one who should apologize. I overreacted.
Again, Law? Can't you even go a minute without putting your foot in your mouth?
Seriously, it's fine. I'd rather that than people feeling like they're walking on eggshells around me. Besides, I'm the one who should be vigilant about not touching you guys, not the other way around.
Actually, I've been meaning to ask. Not being able to touch people. Does it ever get lonely sometimes?
I guess I never really thought about it in those terms. It was either accept it for what it was, or come undone. Before long, it was just part of my everyday reality. I think I even forgot there was another way to live. Which isn't to say I didn't feel alone. I did. Always.
So numb to your reality, you couldn't even recognize it as loneliness? I don't know how you managed.
It's fine. I know I'm not alone anymore.
But I can't even touch you. No way of lending you a shoulder when you're down? Even Alphen.
I appreciate the concern. Until I get rid of these thorns, I guess I'll have to put up with it just a little longer. But not forever. Alphen promised me that. Maybe it'll be soon, maybe it won't be. But either way, the day will come. And I'll be ready when it does.
Yeah, just hang in there. One day, we'll share a big warm hug. You'll see. I promise.
Ain't that sweet? Alright, bro, in just a second, guys. I'm back. Give me some water and nuts.
Boo! Ah! What the? Are you out of your mind? This isn't the time for games, Rinwell.
Oh, come on. How am I supposed to resist with you looking all jittery like that?
It's called experiencing feelings appropriate to the situation. You ought to try it sometime.
Yeah, but seeing you act all nervous, you're making me start to feel nervous too.
Oh, sorry.
Staying alert is important, but too much caution can cloud your judgment. Try to strike a balance.
I still can't get over what we saw happening outside the starship.
Yeah, Our planet's really not doing too hot right about now.
I've only ever seen Rena from the surface of Dana, so I figured it was just another round planet like ours. Still though, I never would have imagined Rena actually looked like that. And what's the deal with that giant flower coming out of it?
Beats me. I have absolutely no clue. It's so surreal. It looks like a broken egg or something.
Rena and Dana. We were taught that both worlds were spherical bodies that floated amongst the stars in the heavens. But to think that they lied to us not only about the Sovereign and the Crown contest, but also the form of our own planet.
Dohalim.
Okay, who's the wise guy that summoned us here?
Someone formidable enough to bring our starship along with us.
They must be here somewhere. Let's find them.
That beam of light joining Dana and Rena. It was the Renan side that it first came from, right?
That's what it looked like. And then the Danon side responded.
Perhaps it was some kind of directive from the Renan homeworld? To reawaken the Wedge and Lenegis?
Which would mean that whoever's behind all this is on Rena after all. But what are they after? Is it really worth going through all this trouble just to steal Dana's energy?
Try to stay calm. With so many factors we don't understand, dwelling on it won't get us anywhere. What is it?
No, it's just... Zephyr once told me the same thing. So much for me making progress, huh?
You made it this far, didn't you? You notice something, you change it. That's all anyone can do. But you can't stand still in the meantime.
Shion's a real one, bro. I like her character. Okay. I'm tired. I was up all night gambling. Went to Windstar. I actually came out with more money than I went in, so.
This place looks a lot like that room we saw back in the Forbidden Zone.
Huh? What's that? It's one of those!
A red woman in disguise. Or is this their true form?
So it was a trap?
It doesn't look like it can move. Tell me, are you the one who brought us here?
That is correct. It is unusual for me to have unexpected guests these days.
It can talk.
What are you?
Hevrect 35.
Hevrect 35. Is that your name?
Correct.
What is this place? No, wait, before that, just what exactly are you? Are you somehow associated with the Red Women?
Before I answer, I have a question for you. How did you all arrive in this sector?
We did not come to this place by choice. Our ship was brought here against our will, by a group of red women who can shift into the same form as you.
In that case, we can assume my brethren who serve the Great Spirit have deemed you all to be a threat most grave.
What do you mean, serve? Are you saying there really is someone more powerful than the Red Women, pulling their strings?
What did you do to us?
I examined your bodies. You have not been harmed in any way. Identifiers detected. The Sovereign and Maiden are among you. However, you aren't under its control. I see why they viewed you as a danger now.
Oh, goody. More riddles.
Do you think we can trust this thing?
Like it or not, it may be our best chance at a ticket out of here. Let's at least hear it out.
I shall now answer your questions. We are Helganquil.
Oh, hive mind. We.
The red women you encountered previously are a form of disguise we employ from time to time, but not our true form.
Helganquil?
You are on Dake Phasol, a celestial base which drifted here by accident. The will of Rena's great spirit no longer reaches us here. Since my sudden separation from the Great Spirit's influence, I have used any and all means to extend my lifespan. As I have done so, I have also set out to monitor and research Rena and Dana from this position.
A question. What is this Great Spirit of which you speak? Is it something that rules over your kind?
Correct. The Great Astral Spirit is a large mass of astral energy that fills all of Rena, one with its own will, a voice we cannot refuse.
A voice? Just like Dana.
The voice of the Great Spirit speaks to our hearts directly, and we have served it without question throughout the ages.
Does that mean it was controlling your minds? Wait a second. Could this Great Spirit be the true sovereign of Rena?
The true ruler of Rena. It could be the same thing that's controlling Volron.
Wait, back up. You're telling us this great spirit of yours is the one that ordered you things to harvest the astral energy from Dana? I'm not sure I believe that.
Why not? We've already made contact with the will of Dana back in the Wedge, and in the Forbidden Zone on Lenegus. If Dana has a will of its own, I don't see why Rena wouldn't.
That's some real shit.
Maybe not, but think about what you're saying. If Dana has a will like Rena, then that would mean that we've been controlled by the voice of Dana this whole time, just like these things.
Dana's will hasn't been forcing us to do anything.
Yeah, but...
Let's assume that what Hevrect 35 claims is true, and that we are indeed cut off from both planets. Even if we had previously been under the control of Dana's will, we would have noticed now that we are disconnected.
Your fear is not based in logic. The voice of Dana is much smaller and quieter compared to that of Rena's Great Spirit. Rena's astral energy is amassed at its center, whereas Dana's is shared among all its constituents. So thinly is that energy spread that it cannot coalesce and formulate a will. Our findings here indicate as much.
Which explains why we felt its will where we did. The Wedge and Lenegus are where so much of that energy had been accumulated.
The Great Spirit's desire is to consume all astral energy. And the pursuit of that desire is why you see Rena in its current state. As a result, it has turned its attention toward Dana.
Is that why the crown contest is necessary? So that the Great Spirit can feed off of Dana?
Indeed. And it was to that end that we Helganquil devised the crown contest. Had the initial spirit channeling from 300 years ago succeeded, all of Dana's astral energy would have been seized.
But the ceremony failed. Lenegus was severely damaged, and you lost both the Sovereign and the Renasalma.
Correct. A change in plan was required to ensure the spirit channeling's success. However, recreating the Renis Alma required a vast amount of energy. That is why we turned to Dana.
So that was the real purpose behind the crown contest. An efficient means to harvest the necessary energy from Dana.
This is all happening because of me.
Nevertheless, you still haven't answered one of Alphen's original questions. Just why have you brought us here to your base, Hevrect 35?
First, it was to confirm the identities of you, my unexpected visitors. Second, It was to ascertain whether you would be likely to accept my request.
A request? But what could someone like you want us to...
I wish for you all to slay the Great Spirit.
No, he's
I'm
gonna do it
sorry,
anyway.
did you just ask us to kill your master?
I did. It is in your best interest that you do so, I might add.
What makes you say that?
Lenegis has entered the final stage of the spirit channeling plan. As we speak, Dana's energy is being harvested en masse and transmitted to Rena. If nothing is done about the Great Spirit, it will not be long before all is lost.
You're saying the destruction we saw earlier is just the beginning? That...
We won't let that happen.
Why do you want us to kill the Great Spirit so badly? Is it to save our world? To free you, Helganquil, from under its control? Why?
No. My primary concern is validating our findings and analysis, which have taken many years to realize. As such, it is my desire to see how your actions impact and change these systems. However, I will not deny that vengeance also plays a part.
Vengeance? For what?
In spite of our long service to the Great Spirit, our species is on the brink of extinction.
You mean... you're dying?
At this stage, it would be wise for you to talk with the others. Ask them what you need to know. Once you have your answer, return to me. If you agree to help, I shall fix your ship.
Others? Just how many of you are there?
I am the only Helganquil who inhabits Dake Faisal.
Hey! Hey!
It's no use. I think it's done talking to us. Let's take a look around.
Okay. This is actually going to end up leaving it off right now, guys. I do appreciate y'all watching. Like we saw, come back again, man. We'll be running it back. But until then, I will see y'all in the next one. Deuces.